Hi guys, Dan the Wolfman here. I'm going to do a little bit of a different type of video today, meaning I'm going to shoot 5 kind of more obscure-ish, not necessarily, but the 5 I got here today. Not all of them are mine, and 2 of these will likely get traded here in about 2 weeks. So this is a bit of the borrow one from the range guy and back of the safe, kind of just to talk about these different pistols. We got a Tanfoglio Defiant, Beretta APX A1 carry, have a video on that. PPQ, have multiple videos on the PPQ subcompact. Everyone forgets there was a subcompact before the PDPF. Then a Stoeger STR9C, and then a Taurus GX2. So we also got kind of like higher, more expensive or names. Tanfoglio, if you're not aware, a lot of competition shooters, really good machining from Italy on the inside. Tanfoglio, Beretta, Walther, Stoeger, and Taurus. So different prices, and let's see if the Stoeger and the Taurus can go. These 4 are striker. That is a double action, single action, or carry cocked and locked pistol. And I'll start with the more obscure Tanfoglio. And guys, please like, share, subscribe, get in the comments, hit the notification bell. A shout out to Paul Harrell, and here we go, 7 yards. I'm going to use Blazer aluminum, see if it functions, just 5 rounds each, and kind of get my feel of the pistols. All right, so hammer fired Tanfoglio, kind of like a CZ75 clone. It's not exactly. The safety system's a little bit different. Most would do cocked and locked competition kind of thing, but it is actually a true DASA pistol. It is very heavy. This one is all steel, even though it's a compact. These are all basically compacts other than the GX2 I would consider between a micro and a macro. Technically subcompacts, but this is a chunky monkey. Kind of is the Beretta too, but this is like 35 ounces. So, single action cocked and locked, or you'd have to manually, I'm safe downrange, decock, roll your thumb. Once it goes past the half notch, then let out the trigger. No, I'm at half. I think it's less safe at half than quarter cock, kind of is what I would call them. Roll your thumb out. Went there again because I let off the trigger too early. Most pistols you would do that. Hopefully that didn't go bang. But okay, here we go. Top left with the Tanfoglio Italian goodness. Let's try it because I'm curious. Probably should have let off the trigger a little quicker, but it didn't go back. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Very nice single action. Double action's a little heavy. That first shot went a little bit high. Then I got 3 center and 1 low, but all on the spine, on the center line of the shoot and see. So that's not bad. Next up will be the Beretta. Next up is the Beretta APX carry, compact, whatever. Okay, this one's 15 length, like a full grip length, a 3.7-inch slide. I have a full video on this. Impromptu, I did a very funny attempt. Excuse the sound of gunfire here in the background. This is kind of a chunky monkey, but it is a nice pistol. Good trigger, and nice sights. Black serrated rear with a red fiber optic front. Okay, here we go on the top right. And chunky to carry. It's like 28 ounces. I give all the stats in my video on these, but low recoil, and so hopefully you enjoy that. I don't think I hit record. So here's the PPQ SC forgotten about pistol, subcompact 3.5-inch barrel, that wonderful PPQ trigger. Very nice trigger, and forgotten about 10 or 15. Most subcompacts, kind of nice because they can do transformer. Put in a 15 for home defense, put in a 10 or a 12. Most are 12. This one was only 10, so I need the finger base plate, and even then it's barely kind of thing. A little bit of a snappy pistol. I just shot the 5. We'll see how it was compared to the chunky ones I just did. That was off camera, but I think you get it. This was a nice pistol, a little light at 21.2 ounces, but unfortunately the P365 came out right after it. So this is kind of a revisit back of the safe video. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe pick up used for cheap, you know, that'd be not bad. Not a bad pistol, and still you could carry with a 10 rounder discreet, you know, wedding or something, and other times 15 rounder, whatever. So that gets slept on. Next up will be the Stoeger Compact. All right, next up, budget buy Stoeger STR9C. This thing isn't as heavy as the Beretta. Beretta Holdings does own Stoeger. Kind of the same form factor. This one's a 13 or a 10, depending what you get. I only get 10 rounders, always, because always YouTube. This is the only one here with a green dot, not a red dot. Gideon Omega. I love the Omegas. I got a couple of them. So shout out to Gideon for the Omega. And let's see on the mid-right how we do with the Stoeger STR9C. I think this is a good size for a lot of people, home defense, but isn't so big as a full size or heavy for women, and very low recoil, I think. This is the circle dot optic. I'd be more accurate with just the dot, but you might be faster when you were newer, when I was newer. So check out my video, and the best budget buy you can do, I still think, is a STR9C optics ready. Put on an Omega, and I think you guys would enjoy it. Next up is the Taurus GX2. I had very good success. I did a GX2 versus GX4 carry versus G3C video. It seems like people really enjoyed it. So if you want to know the differences, that was after a range trip discussing them, but I ran them really hard like I do. So make sure to check out Taurus, the GX2. I think it's a perfect size, weight, everything for like most people, or a good first pistol to get. This one's been good. Hopefully it continues to be good. Comes with 2 10 or 13s. I only get 10 rounders, of course. And overall, I like it, but I have an XL glove. So the GX4 carry is probably better for me. This is more a handgun, because to open up the space for my support hand thumb, karate chop it in, put it on the nice thumb ledge, good texturing, way up high. Good job, Taurus. Things other more expensive companies don't do. I kind of need to ride the safety. So it's a different grip and draw, but I can shoot it one-handed really well. So let's see how the GX2 does. With a nice stainless slide, you can get gray stainless, gray black. Purple stainless looks really sharp. Purple paint, a little shout out to Prince. Okay, bottom, middle, if he was a good guy. I don't know if he was a good guy or a bad guy in the industry. Bottom, middle. I threw the last one a little bit. I think the first 3 were really tight. I think that had a little lower recoil than the PPQ SC, but I might have been PPQ SC. I was using. I cheated. I was using 124 because it was already in the mag. PPU versus the 115 Blazer. So that makes a little bit of sense. About the same weight. I think this is actually heavier with the magazine, not the weights online. So look at my video discussing the 3. Still, I would have no problem giving this to like a daughter, son, grandma, whatever. They need a cheap budget gun. Get a stainless slide if you're going to throw it in the toilet area, or a shower gun, or in the truck, or whatever. Let's see the accuracy, if the price and range and the weights made any difference. All right, guys, so here are the results as best as I can figure out. With the heaviest, probably most expensive pistol, the 10 Foglio, I got 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing maybe that's the double action pull. I did do that the first time. And these four, man, that's a tight group. So apparently Tanfos are accurate, which we knew because everyone used them a very long time in competition. Next up, the Beretta, a little harder. I got 310s, 1, 2, 3. That looks like a double, but I'm not sure. That might be low with the Beretta because it looks more like a double over here with the Stoker. So I got at least 3 10s. Make that 2 10s a 9. And hold on a minute. I don't know for sure in the Beretta. 2 10s, 1 or 2 9s. Looks like a double. And a 7. So not positive on the Beretta results, unfortunately, because I put pasties on top of pasties, and this was a moist backer. Okay, next up with the Walther, we got 1, 2, 3 10s, dead center, 1 high, I think my first shot. Most of these I tended to just use a combat hold or kind of split between a combat and a 6 o'clock hold. So there we go. And then 1 low, but all very good here with the PPQSC for 48 points. Now with the Stoker 1, 2, I believe that's a double. I got 4 10s and 1 8 with this budget Stoker STR9 with the Gideon Omega. The best budget buy combo that works perfectly together. 4 in the 10s, 1 in the 7, no, 1 in the 8. So bad trigger press on me for 48. So the Stoker tied the Velter. Tanfo takes the win. And with the very budget Taurus GX2, is it good enough for defensive work? Yeah, I got 2 10s and then 1, 2, 3 9s. So the Taurus also got a, what is that, 37? 47? Yeah, 47 points. So 48, 48, 49, 47. So does the price of the pistol really matter? We're at 7 yards. It was just slow fire. You got to see how you interact with the pistol. Rapid fire, doing realistic drills. That hopefully you watch my videos. If it starts with slow fire on a new pistol, guess what? I rock and roll towards the end. It would be great if you fast forwarded or watched, better yet, watch the whole thing, learn some things, defensive drills, whatever. I think I'm going to film my 25 round CCW test with as many as I can get through before they close, even though that's a lot. Please thumbs up, share, subscribe, get in the comments. Always comment, always sub, hit the like, hit the notification bell. You know they hide us, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks, everyone. Kaboom.